Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Welcome to a best friend tag. I thought since I'm in today is my last day in Durban, so I thought since it's my last day in Durban, I must do my best friend tag with my bestie Nokwethemba. You guys have seen her in my videos. I think the first time you saw her was probably my birthday vlog last year, and then you've seen her in every weekend vlog I've done because she's literally my only friend in Durban. But okay, I just figured we've never done a best friend tag, and I think that it will also help us get to know each other, even though we've probably been friends for 20 years.
Oh, that's
2003. That's 2023. That's 20.
That's 20.
Yes, we're celebrating 20 years. Yay!
That's my dad.
I always hear people but I've been friends for 27 years. It's like, oh,
Possible.
and that's us. So we got a couple of questions on YouTube, on Google, on best friend tag, just to give us direction, but I actually really just want us to dive in and just be as organic. I just want our video to be as organic as possible. So the first question, how did we meet? I feel like I'm gonna let No tell the story, even though I know she's gonna lie. We met in high school.
Okay, I've been with you girls since grade 8, 9. Ugeli, I was not her friend. Then this one day, Ugeli gets a boyfriend. Same school, but then it's just that the guy lives in my hood. Then Ugeli decides to become my friend.
That's not the reason.
So in order for her mom was very strict at that time. So in order for her to go visit her boyfriend, she had to say she was visiting me.
That is true, but that's not why I became friends. Guys, no goes around. She even told our Uber driver on Sunday, I became her friend because I wanted to be closer to my boyfriend at the time. No. Can I tell why I became your friend? So she's right. We met obviously we were in the same class, grade 8, up until matric, né? And then I used to be very judgmental, you guys. I was extremely judgmental. So I had made friends with these two girls, and we were cool. That was grade 8 and grade 9. Mind you, the age difference, I started school when I was 4. So I was 12 when I started school, and obviously everyone was 2 years ahead. So in grade 9, people were 15, and I was 13. And I guess 15-year-olds are having sex. Friends at that time started having sex in grade 9. And I was just like, how dare you? How dare you have sex? We're supposed to save ourselves. We're supposed to do this and this and this and this. So I stopped being friends with them. And then in grade 10, guys, what happened? I believe Uguti, that's when we used to, choose subjects. But she says, Uguti, we were not always in the same class. Were we?
No.
Yes. So that's how I met
but
you.
But then you and your friends that time, I was in the same class with your friends.
In grade 10.
In grade 10.
Yes, but then there's a subject here, like how did we, I don't know. Our English teacher, I don't know what happened, guys. I can't remember. But then I sat next to her in grade 10. And because Vela didn't like my friends because they were having sex, I was just like, let me just try and be friends with her. That's why I became friends with her. Not because I want to go condom fun. It's just that later on then I started dating in her hood. But no one loves the story.
What was your first impression of me?
I thought she was loud. And you know the funny thing is now the tables have turned. I'm now the loud one. I'm the out there one. But Uno at school knew everybody and everybody knew her because she was very out there. Like I was very shy. I was very timid. I was and people used to think I used to talk to whoever I was speaking to. So when I met Uno, I was just like, yo, who's this loud girl?
And boys?
I used to talk to boys.
Okay, back then, yes, you used to be very judgmental because I was very loud, as she said. So whenever I said something and she was against that, she'll always give me that look. Also, every time I'll question myself, Imagine, do I deserve this friendship? Does this friend deserve me? Like me now, I come from a location. Amanda at that time stayed in town. So is it day like most of the things Amanda was not used to. So when I like pop them up to her, she'll give me that look. She was very judgmental.
I was.
And I remember the day I told her I lost my virginity. Who I'll never forget.
And that for me solidified our friendship because as mentioned, I stopped being friends with two of my friends because they started having sex. Ne? And then I was just like, oh, I'm going to be friends with No. And then when the more I got to know her, the more I was just like, oh, cool. And then towards the end of grade 10, was it grade 10 or grade 11? Grade 10, she tells me she's having sex. I was just like, if now I break up with her, who am I going to be friends with? So as much as shame that situation, I really was extremely judgmental. But that's when I knew, okay, I guess I'm stuck with this girl for life. And I'm sorry for being judgmental. I don't think I ever apologized. Yo, I was horrible, guys. I was horrible.
The only time, the only time she was not judgmental, hey, you did. You was. Because I told her I was pregnant, many years later. I told her I was pregnant. And she's like, oh, okay, wanjan. Only to turn out a month later, now she's also pregnant. So instead of coming to me, God, and saying, friend, I'm sorry, Guti, I judged you for getting pregnant, wanjan. She sends me an SMS telling me, hey, girl, I hope you're still pregnant. Because I'm now also pregnant.
I don't remember that SMS, but it's something I would say. I hope you're still pregnant.
After judging me, she never even apologized for judging me.
Okay, I'm apologizing
I
now.
guess that was her way of apologizing. Like, girl, I hope you're still pregnant.
Okay, I'm apologizing now. I'm sorry, my friend. From high school to when did we fall pregnant? 2008.
2008.
Yes, you guys. Nowhere and I have children that are the same age. Her daughter was born in August and mine was born in September, and they are also now best friends. Like, what are the odds?
What's your favorite memory of us together?
Whew. It's a bit of a sad one. So I don't know if I've ever mentioned on this channel that when I was 16, I lost my boyfriend. He was murdered. And a week he was murdered, he was stabbed, and then there was a week where he was in hospital. During that week, No went to the hospital with me every day. And as she mentioned, my mom is strict. So my mom didn't even know that I was going through all of this. So No would literally have to come to my house so we can and cook up a plan and lie to my mom about where we're going. And it's not my favorite memory, but I think for me that's when I was just like, when my boyfriend died, No was the person who had to break the news to me. And I don't know, I've never had to tell anyone that their loved one died, and I don't know how she was able to do that when she was 17, 18. And it's definitely not my best memory, but it's when I saw her in a different light. And I was just like, yo, this girl, she's definitely, that's when I realized how much of a rock she was. We were in matric, yes, we were in matric.
Preparing for our matric dance.
We were literally preparing for a matric dance. Literally a week after my boyfriend was stabbed, the following week we had to go to our matric dance, and I think a day after our matric dance he was pronounced dead. So, and she was there literally throughout. And we were kids, guys. Like, we were kids. And I think for me, that's why if something like that would happen now, it would be like, okay, you're supposed to. But as children, as 16 and 17-year-olds, like, what do you know about being there for a friend who just lost her boyfriend, But she did it so well, and with the help of her mother, because her mother is not strict. Her mom has always been that mom that I used to go to when I had boy problems or when I had any kind of problem. So her and her mom literally became my rock during that time.
You're gonna ask me
I
that?
have to ask you the same question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory of us together?
Not favorites. Well, I don't think we have favorite memories.
Yeah, I think
back
it's
then. It
yeah.
was everything. But then it was always the time we spent together. Like, I mean, I come from Ulokshino, Amanda stayed in town. But I'll come to town almost every day. Just for us to chill. No money, no nothing.
Nothing.
We'll just chill. Amanda ngenzela amaqanda. Ended up loving ama-rubber eggs somehow. But we'll just chill. Like, we'll sit, like it's playing about 10 until 05. Like, we have nothing to do, but we just stay. About, to me, that was our best moment because we had nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, but we had
And
nothing.
we didn't even drink.
And we didn't even drink at that time, but we'll just spend time. Then, mase ngiphelezela ngabo 5. Then it will be like, I'll see you tomorrow, my friend. Then tomorrow, futhi, I'll go there. Still, we had nothing to do, but we were always in each other's company. I guess that's how we. Sometimes in fact we have nothing to talk about. Uzodlala radio. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
My white music.
Yeah. She played this white music of us. Or Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, because you made me love Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Like, we just, like, there was nothing that special, but to us, I guess it was special because we were spending
Time
together. Yeah.
What do you admire most about me?
What do I admire most about you? Your strength. Your strength. Your strength. Over the years, your strength is like it's growing with you. The courage that you have. You're not scared of you're not scared of jumping. Even though you don't know who will be there to catch you or if anybody will be there to catch you. But you're not scared of jumping. You have never been Vele, the girl who was always you have never been the girl who was always okay, who always agreed with me. Me and Amanda were always opposites, ne? But I'm glad Uguti, whatever or that you disagreed with me on, you always namanje. You still that person who will fight on that. But your strength is what I admire. Like things you have done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so much.
What do I admire about you? I think it is your, as much as Uno is saying my strength, I don't think she realizes her own. So it's your strength, but most importantly, your resilience. Uno doesn't give up. Like, we've had, both of us after matric, we didn't really do anything. Instead, we went and worked at Wimpy. But both our lives, you wouldn't say that we were so confused. And we went to a terrible school, basically. We didn't have any career guidance or whatever. So when we both left school, we both didn't know what we wanted to do. But you wouldn't say, when you look at her life now, you wouldn't say, okay, this person had no plan. You know, number one. Number two, your resilience when it comes to your children. No has 3 children that she's raising by herself. And this man is alive and somewhere, but you wouldn't say. Like, her children are so loving, they're so respectful, they're so caring, they're so warm. You would think, when you look at No's children, you would think that they come from a 10-parent household, the way Abanothando Ngakona, and they getting all this love from one person, which is you. You know, so it's just your resilience when it comes to not giving up, when it comes to working hard for your children, whether it's through M17 or whether it's just being there for your children. And she's building a home for her kids, and she's doing all of this by herself with 3 children. Some of us have 1 or 2 children, and it's so hard. And I look at my friend who's not only she's doing it by herself, you never complain. If you do, you don't complain to me. Like, you'll complain, but you'll never hear her complaining about the children's existence, you know, because sometimes when you do feel like, if I didn't have these children, ngabe good, but I've never heard you utter those words. So I think with your resilience when it comes to things that happen around you and how you push through to make sure Uti, they don't affect you and your children in a negative way, no, even though it actually probably should.
Next question.
What's the most random thing we've done together? Yes, we got pierced.
Oh yes, yes, we got pierced on the same day.
Yeah. No gave me a piercing, a belly ring piercing for my birthday. I think we were in matric or grade 11. I think it's grade 11. Yeah.
Grade 11, yeah.
And then she pierced her tongue, but we both don't have our piercing. I mean, understandably so. Imagine if we had our piercings like 20 years later. No, please.
Who went first? I think I went.
You went first.
Yes, I went first. Hey, Amanda, we didn't do it on the same day. Remember, you took a glass of wine. I think it was your first time drinking wine.
Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to numb the pain.
Yes.
And they told you that you cannot get
Oh,
a piercing
because I've been drinking.
Because you've been drinking.
I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's when we started drinking.
That's not when I started drinking. That was just like love this much. Started drinking when I was 17, okay? What do you feel like we've taught each other in the 20 years?
Never giving up. In the 20 years we've been together, one thing Amanda has never done is she has never given up on me. There were times where I'd ask myself, this friend doesn't deserve me. Amanda, I think it was 2007 when you went to study at TUT. The plan was I'll join her the following year. Hey, I had a boyfriend. Amanda will send me my application forms every year to come up. I'll always make an excuse. The thing was, I didn't want to leave my boyfriend, guys. You were fun. I didn't want to leave my boyfriend, but she never gave up. Amanda started working when still I didn't know what was happening, what I was doing with my life. In such a way, I remember when she bought her first car. 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, 2012 when she bought her first car. Then Afige is born. I do not know. I'm no longer in her league. Yabo. Amanda is getting it together. I still don't know what is happening with my life. Girl never gave up on me. Yabo. Girl will tell me she's in Durban. I'll make up excuses not to see her because I felt as if like sengimncane yabo sengimncane mina I am a nobody. Why does girl still want to hang out with me? Yabo, girl now has a car, she has a job. The only thing I had at that time was kids. So, but she never, like Amanda loved me. Loved me in a where I also didn't love myself. But where I didn't feel worthy of anything. But she loved me. She loved me in such a way, even my mom one day told me, the friend of yours loves you. Yeah, well, and I knew that, but I understand, why does she love me? I mean, you saying at this point, but why is she still here? I'm bringing babies. Hey, I remember when I had to visit, knowing Tenji, he would how strict he is. Every time there's a new baby. So when she tells me when she's coming to Durban, I understand because I have to visit her. Then I'll be like, what about the baby?
Bring them.
How are we gonna tell Mom Tenji there's a new baby? She'll be like, bring them, my mom will get used to it. But then one thing is, you never stopped believing in me. You never stopped, even though it's like in wagon, but you never stopped.
And I'll never stop. Like, it's my first time hearing this, that she used to make up excuses, and I thought that she didn't want to be my friend anymore. Because I'd come to Durban and be like, friend, I'm in Durban, let's do something, and she was never available, and I was just like, damn, like, she just doesn't want to be my friend anymore. Like, I'll never stop, you're my friend. Now, Uno, you've taught me affection. There was a time in high school where every time like school holidays would come and then we'd go back to school, like our school was huge outside. I mean, I guess most schools are huge outside. But like the girls would come and they would hug each other and greet each other and scream after like school holidays. And whenever Noah and I would see each other, be like, hey. And then Noah one time says to me, I think we were in grade 10 or grade 11. She says to me, it was the first day of school after a long break. She says to me, why don't we ever hug? I was like, oh,
I remember.
Okay. I am not an affectionate person at all. The other day, even my sister was saying the same thing, but you don't hug. Like, it's just so awkward for me to be affectionate. It's awkward for me to hug. Now I am now, but like, after Uno said that, I was just like, damn, I've been friends with this person for so long and I've never hugged them. Like, I've never touched them. Like, some friends even hold hands when they walk. Some friends kiss, and I don't do that with my friends. And then after she said that, I was just like, I'm going to make a conscious effort. It's still a little bit awkward for me, but I do try.
You do.
I do try. And Noah taught me to get out of my shell. As mentioned earlier, I think I still am a little bit of a shy person. And I'm not... On Sunday, we went to this picnic thing. And then these two ladies came and sat with us. Noah spoke to them, with them, and she's known them for life. You know? Uno is the type of person, as mentioned, Noah in high school used to talk to everybody. Now I never spoke to people. Like, I honestly was just I was just shy away. I shy away from people. And even like after high school, I just greet the cashier, pill it up. Manje, I'm able to walk into a shop, actually make conversations with people, and that's something that you taught me. She's very out there. She's very... If you met No today, you would think that you've known her your entire life. And it's been such an odd pair, because people will just be like, hey, no, and I'm just like, that's me. I'm that friend where if you are inviting No, you're gonna say, Amanda, hey, okay. And then No would have to tell me on the side. Even my cousin Umbali would have to tell me on the side, but we're going here, please try. Please.
She didn't try. Like back then, she didn't try. She'll just look. There was a friend I had, ne? Yes. It was not really a friend, but I won't say Guti Uban. But whenever that person was around, I had to choose sides, guys. If I started talking to Amanda, I'll have to finish that convo with Amanda. Then if it was that friend, because Amanda wouldn't bug. You never.
No, guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I used to be a not nice person. I was not a nice person. I was a very quiet person, and maybe I was nice once you spoke to me, but I think I was quiet, and then obviously it translated to being...
It took time.
Even when you do try to... Yeah, that's true.
That's why sometimes I also question, this girl, is she meant to be my friend? There's this look Amanda had. It look like when she doesn't approve, you'll tell her like, oh. You just know, but Minag, I'll just carry on talking. Eventually.
Yeah, literally, she was like, there was a point where I think No just gave up on me in that aspect. What one day like, I was so used to being cuddled, so used to always being in a room full of people, and I just created this shell where I'm just gonna keep quiet and keep to myself. But obviously, that's not, I don't want to say attractive, but like more than nabanya band to come on now, like, because it always just seems as if because you make everyone uncomfortable. Well, I used to make everyone uncomfortable, but I've worked through it. I'm a much nicer person.
And I told you that other day,
She
remember?
did. We were at Spa,
And
and I was talking to the cashier, and she was like, "Look at you." Who used to get in trouble the most in school? I've never gotten in trouble in school.
it's just that onga banjo. Not because you've never.
I never got in trouble in school. And if I was in trouble, it would be because of her. Like, the most trouble I ever got in at school was being late. Every time I would go sleep over at Noah's house, I knew Uguti detention, or because I went to school where, but
Yeah.
we used to get hit at school, like corporal punishment was a thing. And it was open. I was never. So she used to get into the most trouble.
So this one day at school, they tried all sort of punishments for us to get early, but then they never worked. So this one day, okay, I was always late. Like, I never knew the first period, ne?
Yeah, she always missed the first period.
I always missed the first period. And there'll be where they'll cut off the fence so we can get in and everything. So yes. So as a punishment, this one day they decided we'll all enter the gates, sit by the school hall outside. And then we will write, I will never ever come late again. And we had to write that in 4 pages. So while we were sitting there, there were these big boys. So started singing, like Sengi Kumbu, and everybody started humming while writing. So then we missed that period. When I got to class, I told Amanda, it's fun out there. I told her it's fun out there. You're busy in class. Girl, did you not come late the following day? And
I wanted to see the hype.
And this other day they locked us in a hall,
Yes.
And everybody Sakaloma Kalopa Amanda with boys.
Guys, the one thing about Uno that she's not mentioning in this whole thing about these boys thing. Yes, Ngangjola. Yes, I had boyfriends in high school. She did too. It's just that my mom is strict, ne? So I couldn't date boys in my area. So I had to date in school. Everything I did was in school. Yeah, now she could date, but she dated in her hometown. So that's why in this conversation we will not be talking about her boys because they were not in high school. They were not in our school. I mean, all my boys were in my school. Okay?
And my boys were older.
And her boys were older. And she was having sex. I was just playing with these boys. I dated the popular boys. I dated the gangster. I was having fun up until I dated my beloved, my late ex, my late boyfriend. I was just having fun. And then I met Usbu, and then I was just like, okay, no, I'm going to be this girl. Only forgot to take him away. But, yes, I did things with boys in high school, but
Friend, I know it was said back then, but I like years later, I know it's not that sad. Please tell the viewers about the time when you had to go see Usbu and his other girlfriend was there, and Usbu actually like when you were asked who's in Mbambi's hand and tell them which you're there.
Guys, it was so awkward. Also, I'm a fan. I'm here thinking, oh, Spoo is the love of my life, the love of my life. Guys, he's got both of us in the same school. And then we went to go see him in the hospital. And the nurse, he was in ICU. And then the nurse was just like, no, hold his hand. Like he can't, he's not responsive, but he can hear you. And I hold his hand, and then the nurse is just like, just tell him tell him everything that you want to tell him. I hold his hand, I tell him everything, and then he cries. And his other girlfriend was in the same room.
But he didn't cry.
I mean, unfortunately, he didn't cry when she spoke. I mean, it was sad. It's still sad now. We
But
laugh
you
now.
won.
I won. He's dead. Nobody won. You guys,
we've been through a
lot.
Okay, I like this one. What's your favorite thing to do with me? Can I start on this one?
Yeah.
Favorite thing I do with Amanda is going out. Like recently, like I make sure always when she's here we go out. Thing is, Jani Shuguti, our childhood story was very sad. We had nothing. So every time she's here, I feel like we should do something. Showing Guguti Spuma Gupi. And where we are now. So I go through everything, even if it means kissing a boy to get a ticket to somewhere.
Take one for the team.
Like I do that because it's like appreciating where we're coming from and we are still here. And this time we're better. We've grown. We're working now. We can afford to do all those things we couldn't afford then. But the fact that we were still together through it all. To me, it's like, hey man, let's celebrate. But it's always about let's celebrate. That's why I will always push you. We see, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. Because I feel like we need to celebrate. We need to celebrate where we're coming from. We need to celebrate where we are. Kakulu. So Kugancane now that I want us, let's just stay indoors. I feel like we've been indoors.
Oh, we've been indoors.
We've been indoors, Kakulu. So let's just go. Let's just celebrate. Let's just celebrate God. He has kept us this far. So whether your puza or normal in, but the fact that we're still here. Hey, we don't have pictures back then. We didn't have photos back then.
We didn't have phones.
We didn't have proper phones. So to me, it's like, as in, let's just live. And another thing Amanda has taught me, well, sometimes I do use it, sometimes I don't, is this thing of money. Because I always complain of not having money. She'll say, let's do something, that I'll tell her, "What's I'm broke, I don't have money." Then she'll always say, but friend, you make money. You have to use money in order to make money, or you make money to use money.
Money basically.
Yeah, that's what she always tells me about, and I now can do that. But once in a while, I'll be like, okay, let me Amanda myself. Then ngizoyidla imali and see ukuthi but nje okubaleke kakhulu, I appreciate kakhulu, friend. That is why we're gonna do something, even if ungenzekanga plan A, but to plan B, something like, I feel like we need to celebrate. Because now if we were broke, now we at a better point, but still is
as if we're still poor,
as if we was not that we rich, but see better. But let's appreciate us being better.
Definitely.
Let us live. And take into consideration ukuthi siphumaphi.
No guys, phuma kude, siphuma enhluphekeni. Also, speaking of inhlupheko, these questions, I don't feel like they were meant for us. Guys, can I tell you, in high school, I used to take like real poor at home. In high school, my mom used to get like bread and whatever. Oh no was a rich bitch. Oh no used to, and in school, this was how it was ranked. If you could afford a snowball and an apple munch, you're okay. Oh no used to buy a pie and a tropica every day. That's how rich no was in high school. The God is just like, yes, but actually no, it means this dog been rich since high school. And on days where my Usbu used to give me money. My late boyfriend used to give me money. And sometimes my gangster boyfriend used to give me money. But it was only enough for me to buy like a snowball, the apple munch, which was at the like low range. Like you still a puffle. No, with the pie and the tropica every day without fail. So she been rich girl. So you need to live like you've been that girl you were in high school, please. Anyway, guys. Uno is like has been such an amazing friend and such an Uno is the kind of friend that you can call and say because he doesn't want me anymore. You know those tricks we used to do in boys and no would do it. Like Victoria, she's a real definition of a ride or die. She would call whoever she needs to call on your behalf. She would swear at whoever needs to be sworn at your behalf. And Una will stalk whoever will do whatever she needs to do on your behalf, and she does it calmly. Like everything of hers is done calmly. No has seen me through some of my worst times. Like as mentioned, No brought like she came to me and she told me that my boyfriend had unfortunately passed away. I don't know how. I don't think that I would have ever been able to do that for someone else. Noah has seen me through my pregnancies. She's seen me through one of the hardest heartbreaks. She's seen me through my lowest, my highest, and it hurt me earlier when she was just saying Guti, oh, because when I had a car, she thought to Guti, I would just dispose of her. Could never. Like, you have been my friend since the beginning. Even though we have two different versions of how our friendship started, Oksalayo, we will always have one version of why we are friends today. Guys, I will always say I did not become friends with Uno to go see my boyfriend in Mlas. I did not. That was one of the reasons. I mean, it helped. It helped that her and my boyfriend at the time lived in the same hood. But like, that was not it. I became friends with Uno because her energy is attractive. Like what she sees, what you get. You hardly see her mad, and when she's mad, you know it's bad. Obviously we've had our own fights and we've dealt with them, and it's crazy because for me, when you're friends with someone from a young age and then you have these adult fights, it's just how do you deal with them? But we've managed to deal with a lot. As mentioned, Uno is one of those people where you'll hardly see her mad. So when she's mad, you know it's a lot. She's very calm. As loud as she is, she's calm. I love how you handle Izinto in such a calm way. I wish I was that person. I don't think she gets angry to a point where it becomes evil. I kind of do. So I learn the calmness from her. Uno is the type of person who'll go through hell and back for you. And I love and appreciate you for that. And I couldn't have asked for a better friend 20 years later.
Why didn't you mention what you send me pictures, then you delete them, then you ask for those pictures?
Oh yes. Like I'll send her something, or I'll send her someone's number in the heat of a moment. I'm like, Bambale, Nambale. And then I stop being mad, I delete it. And then months later, the same person.
That number.
And then the same person makes me mad again. And then I'm like, no, dude, there we go. I'm like, then I call that person.
Pictures also. She'll send me
everything.
pictures when she's mad. Like, look at this. Then she'll,
and then I calm down, and then I delete them. And then months later, oh, okay, wrong one. Guys, if you still have those, the only time she doesn't have the pictures or whatever is if she changes her phone. But as long as she has the same phone, I know I'm good. Guys, through thick and thin, we've been friends. She's obviously met other friends along the way. I've met other friends along the way. But through all of that, we are still, nothing has changed.
Nothing. And the fact she doesn't have any friends. Amanda, when I visit in Joburg, I see a different side to her compared as to when she's here. Amanda here doesn't have friends.
I don't even like going out when I'm here.
She doesn't have friends, even the high school friends, the ones that were before me.
Well, one lives in Pretoria.
Well, you've grown a lot in terms of making friends.
Yeah,
well, because sometimes when she's in Durban, and sometimes I do not even have to call to ask whether you're home or not, because I know she's home. Yabo. So you've grown. Friend, you have. You have. Because you smile. You smile.
I smile.
You
I
smile.
talk.
You even started this vlog.
I even started this vlog, guys. I used to be so shelled in. I know you won't believe it because of how much I talk in this vlog, but I used to be so shelled in, and I think this channel actually is me healing that part of my child that was silenced. You know, when you grow up in a place where you are silenced so much that you become a silent person. And then one day I was just like, no. So this channel, obviously, I tell you guys all the time that this channel helps me heal. And I am healing my inner child by trying more, making friends, talking to people, and just coming out of my shell. And obviously I do have you to thank for that, because no literally will always bring it up about how shy and uncomfortable it makes me sometimes. So
I guess we were breaking each other's virginity, because this girl here, okay, I'm big boned. Like, I'm big boned. I always had issues with my body. So whenever we went shopping and I saw a dress that I liked, but then I saw that it was too short, I'll always tell Mandy, I love this dress. Then she'd be like, oh, then why, as cold as she was, oh, then why don't you go try it? I'll be like, but it looks too short. Then she's like, but then you like it. I'm like, but it's short, but you like it and it's your size. Go fit the dress. Then I always go fit the dress. Love the dress. See the dresses I wear now.
yeah, and she used to say these are too short. Way.
Yeah. So in the confidence department, as much as she seemed cold, but she'll build your confidence, and it will be for a lifetime. Because it was how many years ago?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I meant she wasn't even wearing pants.
Before I even had kids. Now, 3 kids later, I still wear what I want to wear if I
wear your clothes, girl. Wear your clothes. Anyway, guys, thank you. We've come to the end. I wish we could talk, but I don't have space on my phone, and I've had to delete so many things to accommodate this video. But I hope that you enjoyed my little friendship best friend tag. We will be seeing Uno in April when she comes to Joburg for her birthday. I'm bullying her to come to Joburg for, she's turning 35.
36.
If not turning 36, I'm turning 34. Oh my god. Okay. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. For YouTube. Thanks, Nana.